everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about my 2-week update after having a C-section. It was emergency C-section, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So I have notes on my phone. So I felt that this week flew by really fast. It seemed like it just happened so quickly and I didn't even notice that it's already the second week. And I can't believe she's 2 weeks old already. Like, oh, they grow up too fast. Anyway, so there were a couple highlights of this week, not really related to post C-section, but just wanted to mention because I am unable to drive at the moment. So my mom has been driving me if I need to go somewhere, and I had a haircut booked, and it was supposed to be my birth haircut. Like, I wanted a haircut for the birth and video footage, photos and all that. But as you know, as I mentioned before, I was about a month early, or she came out about a month early, so the haircut appointment was scheduled after the actual birth date. So yeah, I went to get my haircut this week. It was pretty nice, refreshing to just get out. I went into the haircut place while my mom stayed in the car with the baby. And then afterwards, I got ramen across the street, and I haven't eaten ramen in so long, especially because it comes with an egg that is not fully cooked, and you're not supposed to eat that while you're pregnant. So I was really excited to eat ramen again. It is one of my top favorite foods. Even though it's not from Japan, it was still pretty good. But nothing can beat actual Japanese ramen. And then another highlight was that I went and visited my dad. So that was nice. It's always nice to go visit family. Yeah, getting out of the house and seeing people and letting him see the baby. I just have some bullet points that I want to talk about. So tank tops are my best friend. I would show you all the ones I have, but there's a couple left there's 3 in my drawer. I'm wearing one now too. And I need to do laundry, so I've got a bunch in there. I've been wearing tank tops every single day, and with the breast pads, nipple pads, they're reusable, and they've been very useful in this past week because there has been a lot of leakage. I can't really make that sound any prettier, but yeah, that's what's been happening when there's more milk production. You just get leakage all through your clothes, and it ends up smelling kind of weird too, and then you're just wet and you need to keep changing. So yeah, I got the reusable breast pads from Amazon, and I actually also got some from one of my friends. She bought some for me. I don't know where they're from, but they work really good too. And my underwear finally came. So they're Calvin's. Here's one of them. And then I've got a bunch like these because they're so freaking comfortable. I have them in a couple different colors. Oh, this one's it's kind of the same but kind of different. And I got a size large, so they've been very good to me. And we finally got a washer and a dryer, so I don't really need this much underwear anymore. I got 6 pairs of them, and the week before I got a bunch of Walmart underwear, and I also have some from the hospital, so I have over a week's worth of underwear. And now that we have the laundry, the washer and dryer, I don't necessarily need that many, but it's good to have, you know, just in case. But yeah, they're really good underwear. They're just so expensive. And I forgot to mention in the previous video, but my feet were extremely swollen after having the C-section, and they just kept getting worse over a few days. So I did ask the midwife about this, and she did say that they would go away after about a week, and she was right. They went away. The swelling went away, and it was so weird. It just, one day I woke up and it was gone. There was a couple of times that I did use bath salts. I put my feet in a container and just sat there with, I think at first I used the warm water, and then I looked online and it said then put your feet in cold water kind of for like a minute or 30 seconds. So I did that, and it did help with the discomfort. And thanks to Jessica, she bought me that, so thanks. She bought me the bath salts. Thanks, Jessica. So I can finally wear my regular shoes again. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was wearing my slippers in the hospital, and I couldn't put my shoes on when I was leaving the hospital, so I kept wearing the slippers even outside to the car and back to the house, because literally I couldn't put them on. My feet were too big. So I did lose more weight. I can see it on my stomach, and also when I looked on the scale it looked like a smaller number, but I can't remember what I was at before. I don't keep numbers in my head for some reason, so I don't really know how much I lost, but I do feel like I have lost weight. I still feel pretty thick, but the stomach has been going down quite a bit. And another thing is that I've noticed that I'm not really as hungry as I used to be, so I'm kind of as hungry as I was before being pregnant. In the first week I was still quite hungry and eating a lot, but now I'm just thirsty, that's it. Especially when breastfeeding. I get really thirsty, and I notice that I'm not fully hydrated even though I'm constantly drinking water. I mean, you can tell with your pee, but I've been drinking water like all day long, all night long. So we'll talk a little bit about the pain from the C-section. It's pretty much completely gone away. So I did have these pains in my left side and my right side, but they're completely gone. I can kind of move in any direction now. I can get out of bed. I can, yeah, pretty much do anything, and it doesn't hurt me. When I push on my stomach, I do feel soreness, and I probably had that before, but I stopped taking my pain medication in the second week, near the end of the second week, because I wasn't feeling any pain anymore, and I don't want to just take medication for no reason. So I just still feel some soreness, but the pain inside is completely gone. Oh, and where the incision is, I did touch it a couple of times. It just feels like regular skin and just a little bump. And then above it is actually numb. So I've heard that that could stay numb for quite a long time, or it could go away. It could be some kind of damage and stay like that forever, but doesn't, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It just feels numb, like when you get a cavity fill in at the dentist and they numb your mouth, it just feels like that. Or when it's kind of worn off, it's not completely numb. So we'll talk a little bit about breastfeeding. At the recent checkup, so the baby wasn't gaining weight because I was just doing breastfeeding and not supplementing with anything else, because I thought that that would work. But actually the baby lost a couple of ounces, so what they told me to do is every 3 hours breastfeed from both sides for 10 minutes each, and then pump, because I have a double pump, so pump for 10 minutes, so it's like 10 minutes each. So that's a total of 20 minutes on each side, or if you want to do 20 minutes breastfeeding on one side and then 20 minutes pumping on the other side. That should work out as the same. Sorry, I'm so bad at math. I'm like, does that work out? Yeah, it does. So every 3 hours to do that. So I've been doing that, and it's been working really well. And she's been gaining weight, I can tell. I only did that for a few days, and then we had another checkup that was a couple days later, and she got back to her birth weight, which is 6 pounds and a couple ounces, I'm not sure, but it was really good to hear. So this plan is what I'm still doing for now, and I guess until the next checkup, and they'll see if I need to keep doing this, because it is a little bit of work because I have to feed her with the bottle. The way it goes is, yeah, so I will feed her on both sides, and usually she gets sleepy after one side, so I have to change her or move her around to wake her up. And then she gets the other side, then I have to pump and then give her a bottle at the same time. Like, someone will do it for me, but at night I have to do it all myself. So it is a little bit of work. It takes about an hour to do that, and then I get 2 hours where she's sleeping, but then sometimes she's awake. So that's kind of how the days go. The days and the nights. Like I said, she does seem to be growing a lot now, and as I said, she does seem to be growing a lot now. She's getting longer, she's getting chubbier again like she was in the hospital. So and I'm thinking of doing one of those video progression videos, or the photo progressions. I need to start that soon because she still looks like a newborn, and I want to start it then, and then see the progression as she gets older. I love those videos, so I really want to do one of those. And yeah, so there wasn't really much to say about after the C-section, so this is kind of just a 2-week update after having a C-section and baby update and that kind of stuff. She did come out with hair, and her hair has been growing. I think it's really cute. She has been crying more and cueing when she's using the bathroom, when she's having a BM, but I find it really cute. She makes noises and she gets all red and like scrunches up. And sometimes I help her out when I push her legs up a little bit, and it helps her to release her. We gave her a bath after 8 days. Her first bath. She really didn't enjoy the bath, but she loved having a massage afterwards with some baby cream, and she just like, yeah, she was in bliss. I have been using coconut oil on her because her skin is starting to peel after the bath. So yeah, I put coconut oil all over her body. I just don't really put it on her hands because I find that she likes to eat her hands a lot, and I'm not sure if it's good to ingest that. But it is normal for their skin to shed after a week. And she's been having more wake periods. We're doing tummy times. It's recommended, I believe, like a couple minutes a day when they're this young. So, but we've been doing, I think, more than that, because I'll put her on my chest too when she's awake, and she'll like move her head up, and she seems pretty strong. I think that's pretty much it. I think this video is shorter than the last video, but yeah, that's really all that I've got to say about the 2 weeks. I think there was more in the first week, but things have been good. My mental health has been good. I've been still getting a lot of help from my mom. She stayed home from work for quite a few days the past 2 weeks. But next week she has to go back to work, and I think she just gets 1 day off every 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes. My sister's been here though, and it hasn't been too difficult during the days. And I kind of want to make some more plans of what we can do to help with her development and stuff like that. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click like and comment down below what else you want to see. I'll be focusing on baby stuff, development, psychology, and all that good stuff. So if you like that, then definitely subscribe, turn on your notifications. You can see more of my videos.